أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الحمد لله. Start with a little bit about my briefcase. I had a briefcase that has mysteriously disappeared. I backtracked in my mind the places that I've been with my briefcase, and I came to the conclusion I remember seeing it somewhere. I remember seeing it hanging somewhere. And that's the last thing I remember, it hanging on this certain furniture items. And being that I was in a rush to get home or whatever, you know, sometimes I'll be talking and I'll be moving fast, because I'm trying to get home. Because it's getting dark, I'm trying to do the right thing by being home early. Because that's the right thing, you got to keep home right. You know? So, when I realized that my bag was gone, I backtracked. Not only did, when I realized that my bag was gone, when I realized it was gone and I realized where I had left it, I had made numerous phone calls to the place where this thing I thought had been left to tell the people, you know, hey, grab my bag, put it somewhere, tuck it, I'll be back later. But no one picked up the phone. I didn't figure nothing. I said, okay, wherever it's at, it should be safe. But came back later on, it was gone. Nobody knows where it's at. It's gone. The furniture item that it was on, there is now pieces of clothes on that furniture item where my bag was at. So therefore, someone had to move the bag because now these clothes that were not there before on this furniture item are now on this furniture item where my bag is at. But no one knows where the bag is at. So, it's kind of odd to me. But whoever has this bag, it has a lot of things in it. It has a lot of my thoughts. It has a lot of my pain. It has a lot of my grief. It has a lot of my decision making. It has a lot of my thoughts at the time. It has a lot of me in it. You know, so whoever's reading it, may Allah guide you in dissecting me or trying to dissect me. Because that's only just a piece of me. And at first, when I lost my bag, or when it was taken or stolen or kidnapped or whatever it was done to be documented and logged in or something, at first I was kind of upset because it had every song I had written while I was locked up. Oh man, I'm going to do this song, I'm going to do this song, man, I'm going to do this song. It had songs, you know, a lot of songs, a lot of dots throughout the years. So at first, the first pang or touch of my fitna, having my bag took, it shook me, but it really didn't shake me. Because I said, Alhamdulillah, I can't really trip, whatever will be, will be. And again, this reminded me of a story of a great scholar. And I think the scholar was Ahmed bin Hanbal, Rahimahullah. And it was either Imam Ahmed or another great scholar, Allah. But the scholar was traveling, and as this scholar was traveling, he was traveling with a bunch of books, whether it was on a donkey or whatever, but he was traveling with all of these books of knowledge that he had acquired. And something had happened to these books, they had got destroyed. And he was like, oh, my books, my knowledge, my knowledge. And the gist of what the scholar had got from that was, what good is knowledge if it's not in the heart or in the mind? What good is knowledge if it is only in books, and that when they get destroyed, the knowledge is lost? Thus, he made a conscious decision. He made an oath to himself and to Allah that he will never again worry or rely on books. Thus, he made it his point to memorize everything that he studied. So when I lost my bag and so forth, I'm like, oh, all my songs, all my raps. I said, man, I'm not tripping off of none of that. I remember the story, and I said, man, I'll write some more. It's nothing. Writing is like telling life, telling stories, telling real stories, telling the deen, telling what you are supposed to do, telling your experiences. And if you had experiences in your life, then you will be able to talk about something because thus you have experienced it. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that there is no wisdom without experience. So the only way you'll be able to talk about something if you did it, experienced it, went through it, witnessed it, etc. Walked through it, etc. Thus comes wisdom. So yeah, I had a bag that was taken, kidnapped or stolen or whatever was there. It had a lot of my information in it, man, a lot of stuff in there, man. And man, thank you, Allah made it for me to write all that stuff, to put it in a bag for somebody, because this could be their dawah pack of Islam. So, alhamdulillah, if they take it, and they, because my intent, wallahi, my intent was to take everything in that bag and to type it up and put it into a book called The Memoir of Abdul-Walee for Prison. But if y'all want to do it for me, then alhamdulillah, y'all do it. Y'all take it a lot of effort out of my part. Alhamdulillah, that is as man thinking, so shall he be. That's what I think that Allah can do for me. Inshallah, if I believe it, and I believe that that can be possible, because my intent was that for that to be da'wah for my kids. That I was going to put it together in some type of book, and like, you know, these are my memoirs, and, you know, and my knowledge and stuff that I attained, you know what I'm saying, during my time in reflection, and was going to write it and type it out and all of that, but alhamdulillah, you know, somebody took it, and if someone has it, then inshallah, they see that it obtains, or it contains things in there that, man, are of value. You know, they were to me. So, inshallah, that's my gift to you, man. I'm not mad about it. You can have it, everything that was in it, alhamdulillah, the chargers, all of everything that was in there. Alhamdulillah, that's my da'wah to you and my gift to you. And inshallah, may Allah give you some barakah, I'll give you some type of reward for it, inshallah. Ameen. But the gist and the wisdom behind the story is, man, gain knowledge. No one will gain knowledge, but memorize knowledge. Memorize the knowledge and apply the knowledge. As stated in a hadith narrated by Aisha radiallahu anha, may Allah be pleased with her, she said that we Sahaba, that we did not go on to another ayat or verse of the Quran until we first read it, memorized it, and applied it. So thus, it would take them until they read an ayat if it said, and Allah said, don't eat pork. So they read it, they memorized the ayat, and they applied it, don't eat pork. Stop eating pork. So now they're living the ayat. It becomes a part of their life. So Aisha radiallahu anha, the wisdom behind it is, if you read it, you memorize it, and you apply it, thus it becomes a part of you. So this deen, every day we should be chipping off some type of knowledge and applying it to our life. One little thing every day. We ain't got to learn everything. We don't have to learn 5,000 ayahs of the Quran, or 2,000 or 200, or even Juz Amma, the last Juz of the Quran. If we understand the wisdom behind the ayah, and if we understand the foundation of the ayah, we will be successful. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam made it very clear in hadith that practicing the 5 pillars of Islam will guarantee you paradise. Y'all know the hadith. The man came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, asked him about the deen, and he said, the shahada, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad rasulullah, as-salah, 5 in a day, as-zakat,